Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you, and I am tickled to death to have one of the funniest men in America, inspirational and the whole 9 yards. I'm trying to get all this down, Jeff, best I can. I'm a redneck with the southern accent. But anyway, Jeff Allen, how are you, brother?
Oh, I'm up and alive, man. Every day above the dirt is a good one, I guess.
Yeah, we always worry about, all you comedians, because we know y'all stay up all night and sleep all day, but...
That ain't me, man. I'm old. I was telling some kid in the front row the other night after about 30 minutes of my show, I go, this is kind of like eating Thanksgiving dinner with your grandparents, isn't it, man? All I was talking about was my hips were bad, my legs were bad, my feet were killing me. I'm just an old man.
I know how it is, man. In this younger generation, I drive a school bus and actually had a kid get on my bus one time dressed like a cowboy, and probably about the 1st or 2nd grade. And I said, you think you're John Wayne, don't you? And the little feller said, who? He had no idea.
Who? Oh, that's when you arrest the parents for child abuse. They didn't tell them who John Wayne was, man.
I know, that's right. I know. So how you making out with all the COVID, the woke, and the free downloads?
Oh, I don't care, man. My wife got mad at me because I didn't take the COVID seriously, but I used to eat lunch with my grandkid at the preschool.
Right.
I think I've been exposed to every virus God ever produced. I mean, you've been around little kids. Your immune system.
Well,
it's like lifting weights for the immune system.
Stephen drives a school bus.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. God, that's like a tube of death.
I'm telling you, man, you ain't kidding.
Those parents, man, those kids. I don't know about your parents, but I had to be on my deathbed, literally, like 109 fever. I mean, I was seeing the Grim Reaper before my staying home from school. So.
Parents today are so different, though, I think, because, back when we grew up, we were pretty tough, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you got these helicopter moms and dads that's, don't do this and don't do that and don't do the other, and my dad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
having grandkids. Yeah, having grandkids. You got to keep your mouth shut when you watch your kids raise your kids, the grandkids. But
yeah.
You're absolutely right. Tammy and I talked about it, my wife. We said if we raised our kids today the way we raised our kids 30 years ago, we would definitely lose custody. We know that.
Oh, yeah. We'd be in jail.
Somebody calling in on us. They would call it. Those kids are playing in the streets unsupervised because we actually felt our children intellect had evolved enough to get out of the way of a moving vehicle.
Those kids are drinking out of a water hose. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, out of the toilet bowl, for God's sake. That's another thing. My son, I don't know how you if you have children or not, but we childproof. Yeah, we childproofed our home by taking a hammer and smashing everything of value to it. But that was basically it. We just quit trying to hang on to anything.
You gotta let it go.
My son has everything locked up. I mean, he's got a face scanner on his microwave. He's got a lock on the toilet seat. Is that a thing? I don't know.
It's just like riding around in cars, though. I mean, I'm not saying this was right, but my dad had a Cadillac Eldorado in 1974, and we bounced around. It was a convertible. We bounced around in the back seat of that, sitting up on the back of the seat, driving down the road. I mean,
well,
I think he hoped we'd bounce out.
I think warning labels.
You hit the brakes and you were airborne. That was, you were a projectal.
And we were hollering, "Do it again, do it again."
Strikes.
Yeah,
do it again, do it again.
Lucky Strikes with the windows rolled up. And you couldn't crack the window because the ashes would fly back and burn your cornea or something.
Right. So, well, we were too busy passing a beer over the back seat to the front seat out of the cooler that was in back. So yeah,
a different world.
I ain't no doubt. I think warning labels is what's wrong with the world today. All these kids that grew up that shouldn't have because of the warning labels, my biggest thing, Dad, like, see how that works out for you. Like, hey, I think I'm going to stick this screwdriver in this electrical socket. No, yeah, go ahead, son. See how that works out for you,
Absolutely. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
How not to do something. Pain. Pain was the greatest teaching tool we had.
Jeez.
Well, too, like you said, if you survived, go ahead.
Pardon?
I was going to say, if you survived childhood back.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, if you survived childhood back when we grew up, you're tough. You were a tough adult.
Yeah, you had calluses. You made it, man. Yeah, we were talking the other day. Remember mercurochrome and vaccine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mercurochrome was the precursor to chemo. And my mother would take the lid off and like 16 flies would drop out of the sky, and that's what they'd put on your cuts. And then the vaccine, you'd rather get an ice pick in the eye.
Yeah.
Than get
my
vaccine.
mother. Yeah, my mother is famous for castor oil. If you even acted like you wanted to be sick and not go to school, it was castor oil. It didn't matter what your ailment was. It was castor oil.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather drink battery acid.
Jeez. Now you live in Nashville now, right?
Nashville, I do. Yeah, 25 years we've lived here.
Wow. Well, that's cool. And now we're talking about grandkids. How many grandkids do you have?
I have four grandbabies. 2 here in Dixon, Tennessee, and then 2 just moved to Montana. Like that son did a grandectomy and removed them from our lives. They
moved from L.A.?
A mile away. Pardon?
Well, they moved. Where was he? Was he living in Nashville and then moved up there?
Yeah, a quarter mile from our house for like 7 years. We used to walk down before dinner and give the kids cookies at the end of the driveway. Don't tell your parents.
Yeah, we do that too. I got one granddaughter, and she is, I'm telling you, she's like the center of our world, and it's like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she's old enough now where she can holler Papa, so we know it's on now, so.
Oh, absolutely, man. And she's got you wrapped. My granddaughters, they're 8 and 7, my 7-year-old is fascinated with my nose hair. I don't know why, but she'll sit in my lap and look up in my nose and go, "Why do you have so much hair in your nose?" Well, it starts at the top of your head and it grows straight down.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. I actually had my son the other day tell me, Dad, don't you think it's about time to shave your neck? I'm like, my neck?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I just saw a quail fly out. Yeah, my granddaughter, I love the A7. There's no filter at all. I got up one morning and made my head move and my neck cracked, made a popping sound. And she goes, "Why are you still alive?" You gotta love that. And she wasn't kidding. That was dead serious. Well, the way I feel most
I love
things,
it.
Man.
Folks, y'all that tuning in, we are talking to Jeff Allen, and you can go to jeffallencomedy.com. Check him out. He has got a lot of stuff going on. One of the things that I'm very impressed with you, Jeff, is that you're actually a Christian comedian and you're a clean comedian, which I think is the top of the list.
Yeah, I had to get a thesaurus out. I had a 6th grade vocabulary when I started to work clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like years ago. I saw Dice Clay on TV or something, and I said to my wife, I go, "The next guy who's going to be dirty, that's going to make it big, is going to have to go beyond that. I don't think I could do that."
No, I'm with you.
I didn't think he was all that funny personally, but
I don't like.
I didn't get it, but it's a New York thing, maybe.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it. But anyway, it was the content that was like I just thought, well, I can't do that. And anyway, I paid my kids a quarter for every cuss word that came out of my mouth, and I got tired of going broke.
Yeah.
And
but they got a nice brand new car out of that. That's worked out pretty good.
yeah, but they were too young to drive. They just ate a lot of candy, and I had dental bills.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think, today's comedy that we got that even in the movies is just kind of raunchy, and I don't see the funny in it. I mean, I growed up with watching Johnny Carson and on TV and that kind of stuff, which I thought was hilarious. And hey, I get no respect. I mean, that kind of stuff, which I thought was a lot of fun. But nowadays it's just kind of raunchy stuff. But now you've got some good acts. I mean, there's no doubt you've got some cool.
Thank you.
That relates.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. I'm headed to Greenville Friday for the weekend, and we're doing all ages now. We're doing 14. The kids, the teenagers, are a lot more comedy savvy than we ever were because of Comedy Central. I had some 15-year-old kid come up to me after a show and say, "Sir, your timing is impeccable." Well, thank you, young man. I appreciate that.
Amazing.
But so we decided, since it was family friendly, I don't know about you guys, but when we were kids, the only thing we did as a family was go to the ice capades, because all of us hated the ice capades. So just shut up, get in the car, we're going, and this is better, man. We had the other night I had a family of 5 sitting off to my right at a club, and that was kind of cool. I think it's neat. Family laughs together, they kind of hang together, stay together.
Yeah,
So
I'm with
cool.
you on that. Now, you actually, I'm looking at your thing. You're going to be in Fort Mill, South Carolina at Life Point Church. Do you actually do comedy in churches?
Yeah, I started, I don't know, it was like 20-some years ago. I'll tell you when it was. It was after 9/11.
Right.
I was in Vegas, and I couldn't get home. My wife, the whole country was freaking out, but my wife was freaking out, and I realized, I'm gone 6-7 days, most weeks. I mean, it's just, so I call my Jewish manager up, and, it's my faith, and I said to Lenny, I go, you think churches would hire me? He goes, you're asking me? I don't know anything about church. I said, well, I'm new to the faith. I don't know anything about church. So anyway, the first year we put it out that I was going to do comedy in churches, I got one church to book me in an entire year. And when your resume is nothing but casinos and nightclubs, pastors apparently are a little hesitant to give you the pulpit for an hour.
I can imagine. That's right.
Yeah. So, but I got hooked up with a singer named Bill Gaither.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, somebody
We
from
know
his
him.
group saw me one day at an event in Nashville here and hooked us up, and that kind of opened some doors. Just his approval of what I do.
He's a pretty big
And,
deal, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, he was. He was doing arenas and like 10,
yeah.
15,000 people.
The
It
Gaither
was
family's
like,
a big deal, period. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that really helped. So I was kind of one of the first to bring stand-up. What I did in the nightclub into the church, I did it clean. And initially, the Baptists were a little put off by how hard I hit my wife during my show. They would go, could you mention you love your wife at some point? And I go, they don't know that. I have to.
No, with the Baptists, you got to tell them it's a testimonial.
Hey, easy. I'm Baptist, and the reason I'm
testimonial.
Baptist, I'm a Baptist because we eat best of any religion out there. Trust me, check that out.
Absolutely.
Well, we got fried
That was the
chicken.
First church I ever worked. I walk in, I smell donuts and coffee. I told my wife, it's a lot better than urine cake.
Yeah, yeah. I'm all about the Baptist.
What I was
Packy's a
used to.
Catholic, and all they got over there is wine and a little old cracker. That ain't no good at all.
Man, you got to get some barbecue.
Yeah, covered dish and all that good stuff. So anyway,
Absolutely.
now
So,
Jeff,
Fort Mill Sunday. That'll be fun.
you're going to be in Greenville, South Carolina. You're actually at the Comedy Zone in Greenville 3 nights. Looks like 8th, 9th. No, okay. You got 2 shows on the night.
Friday and 2 shows Saturday, like a 3:30 show or 4 o'clock show on Saturday, 3, and then a 7. Yeah, we do early. I like the Blue Plate special shows for us old people.
I'm with you, man. I guarantee. We play music, and they call me up, want me to play a gig, and it starts at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, no, I can't do it.
No way, man.
Yeah. You got anything like at 3:30?
Coming out at 9. Yeah.
Early bird
I
special.
only think coming out at 9. They're going to bed.
Yeah, I'm with you. 100%. Jeff, we're going to keep up with you. And like I said, you can go to jeffallencomedy.com, jeffallencomedy.com, and check out all his stuff. This guy is fantastic. He's a great guy, and he is got some great jokes and all that stuff, and it's life-related stuff that I think everybody can relate to, which makes it even that much better with kids and grandkids and wives and all that stuff that goes along with it. Now, you've been married, 30-something years?
35 years all in a row, all consecutive.
To the same woman.
Same woman. Yeah, that was. We almost didn't make it. We were about 25 years ago. We filled out divorce papers. She was fed up with me and all the traveling and never being home. And anyway, we were driving to the courthouse to file the papers, and she said, "Let's go home. This is wrong."
Yeah.
And,
I've been married 35 years, and I about didn't make it once, but I come to realize that antifreeze is actually poisonous, and she kept putting it in my cereal.
Yeah, stuff started tasting a little funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, my wife wanted to take up skiing about 5 years ago. I said, "Look, you want the insurance money? Just poison me like other wives."
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not taking up the sport that killed Sonny Bono. comes up with I want to ski at 6
Well, you
years
just
old? I
you
don't
can't
want
hit
to
the
know.
tree. You don't hit the tree.
No, God, are you kidding me? Gravity's bad at our age.
I don't like
Gravity is really
skiing
bad at our age.
because it's cold. I hate
Well,
cold weather. I ain't gonna force myself to have fun. If you got to force yourself to have fun, it ain't no fun. You know.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. And you got to dress for an hour just to go outside for an hour. That ain't good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Take me to the beach. Yep, let me just lay there like a big blubbered whale. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Jeff?
That's Tammy's rules now, and that's she won't travel with me unless there's a beach, and it has to be 5 days. That's the rules.
There you go. That's true love right there. I guarantee it. We got to get to a break, man. I appreciate you giving us a call. We're going to keep up with you. And like I said, y'all
Well,
go.
thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate what you're doing, no doubt. And you're one of my favorite. I guarantee it. JeffAllenComedy.com. So you take care, okay?
All right, man. Have a blessed day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for spending a little time with us. And remember, you can tune in every morning at WJULradio.com at 8 a.m. Eastern. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook, The Morning Dish.